got baby face, me big boss man. Me like America, me got good plan. Mexico water make Gulf US obey. Me make Zelensky say thanks to my face. Me got baby face, me got big cheer. Trump bad, Trump good, me no care. Me write big book, kill billies and stuff. Now me important, we're tired tough. Me go Yale school, me learn big word. Now me forget everything me heard. Silicon people give me job, me take. Now me like Trump, me make no mistake. Yo, it's JD Advance. Me fight walk folk, me say never die. Me protect kids, me born liberal. Him, them, there. America simple, only two gender. Me face, me big boss man. Me like America, me got good plan. Mexico water make Gulf US of A. Me make Zelensky say thanks to my face. So many gender for my agenda. Went on a bender, exec or the sender. Might take Panama just like na. Might take Gaza, pop then a plaza. With this my majesty.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime Mage IDOT of Unit 199. Happy to see all of you here on a Tuesday, unannounced. I never even hinted at the idea that I was going to go live. Before we get started, Potentially Criminal gave us a raid. Thank you so much. You're the reason that I went live early because of that raid. So thank you. So I was like, dude, if we got a raid from Potentially Criminal, we might as well go live. So thank you. I appreciate that so much. So welcome to all of your viewers. And I will apologize in advance because I am pretty retarded and the production value on the show is relatively low. And so I've always said to any new viewers, if you set your expectations very, very low, you'll probably still be disappointed, but not that disappointed. But anyway, welcome in. Do appreciate that. Of course, there's this rumor going around that Epic Mike was right. And I don't know what that means. I don't know. But Epic Mike is never right. So I don't know what you're talking about. But I would appreciate if you guys don't start spamming his chat saying Epic Mike was right, because he's clearly not right. But anyway, we do have a lot to talk about. This Ilhan Omar story is pretty crazy, and we're going to look at it. So I've actually had a chance to look at the video now. Did I say Ilhan Omar? My bad. Ilhan Smollett. Sorry, I kid. Sometimes you get that. Ilhan Smollett. Okay, so I've had the chance to look at it now, and we're going to look at Ilhan Smollett's video, and we're going to break it all down. Drew Barr, member message, thank you. Nasa says early and hetero. Damn, that's nice. Bill says, how is Tim Pool? I'm sure he's mad there isn't a civil war, and Trump chose the less violent of ways to deal with this situation. He's very mad, Tim Pool is. He's been very, very worked up lately. Little Jim Salo says, Ilhan acting was juicy, like a mid-Subway sandwich at 2 a.m. I wonder if they went to the same acting school as the quality acting leering for retards. Lying dog face pony soldier with a get the membership. Ludacris says, bananas and rice now define American culture. We also have President Trump. I want to jump into this story right here. So Trump was in Iowa today. And Trump, I'm just telling you right now, the man knows how to work the media like no other. He is the true Don, the true master of the media. He knows how to break their brains better than anybody. And it's so great. Here we go.
He's back. Trump's on the trail again, 47 touching down in Iowa. Usually when you head to Iowa, you're running for president. Is he? First stop was the diner, obviously, but before pancakes, a quick prayer.
Absolutely. Come on.
After the blessing, Trump made his rounds and table to table, talking wallets, gas prices, groceries. Hats were being signed, pictures were being taken. Then it was time to get serious. First up, fake news. Trump squared up with the female Slopadopolis.
So, Mr. President, some of your own administration officials have labeled Alex
By the
Purdy
way,
a
this is
domestic.
ABC fake news. This one.
Have
She hasn't asked me a good question in years.
Mr.
I think a nice woman, but I don't really like
Mr.
her too
President,
much.
After torching the press, Trump took the podium. Maganomics was the message. Listen.
After 1 year of President Trump, our economy is booming, incomes are rising, investment is soaring, inflation has been defeated, our border is closed, totally closed. And America is respected all over the world like they've never been respected. 1 year, I thought it would take us 2 years.
Trump's announcing the golden age has arrived, even for the panicans.
I made a lot of people rich. I made a lot of people rich that I don't even like.
While Trump talks about paychecks, Democrats, they're doing what they do best, rallying for fraudsters and illegal aliens. Their mad Homans got a suite at the Holiday Inn. But if it wasn't for massive Somali fraud and Biden letting every Jose into the country, Homan wouldn't be on the ground. He'd be working from home. The message is clear. Trump wants affordability. Democrats want amnesty. Who are you going to choose?
And look, Trump even teased it, okay? Just in, President Trump floats a fourth term as president in 2028. Quote, should we do a fourth time? Crowd erupts. 4 victories. We got the right team. Oh, boy.
That was a quick one. After a rigged election, we had a rigged election. I said, do we do it again? And I said, I think we better do it again. Not too many people who would have said that. But we did so well the second time. I said, well, we won twice. We got to do it a third time. Should we do it a fourth time? Four victories. 4 victories. We got the right team over there, the right team over there. Well, that would be easy for you. That wouldn't even be work. But you came out by the thousands on a cold and snowy winter evening. Remember that beautiful evening?
And the best part is like, he knows how much this is going to get them worked up. He knows it. And it's glorious. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Drunken Spidey says, I missed the mullet. I have to be honest with you. I don't. I don't. And all of the women in my life all said, thank God you got rid of that crap on your head. Even my mom was like, honey, it looked terrible. I was like, thanks, Mom. Appreciate that. Thank you, Mom. But yeah, so I don't know if you're going to see a return of the mullet. That was basically, that was me going, I'm old. I'm not going to have hair forever. So I might as well let this shit grow out. And yeah, it's a lot better to just have it shaved like I have my whole life. Mainly, I wanted to do it. See, I do things in spite of people. So if people are saying like, oh, you're bald, and it's like, no, I'm literally not bald. So I grew the hair out just to show all of the losers that have said that. And again, there's nothing wrong with being bald. Stone Cold Steve Austin was bald, okay? Is bald. So not a big deal. But the losers on the internet are always looking for something. So Samurai says, Jay, I'm pissed as F at Trump. Net plus yes. But leftists will go full marks because he can't go hard. They are paramilitary by using U.S. aid money with immunity. We got no organization. I don't know if that's true. The problem is with a lot of the optics right now, and I get caught up in this too. So I have to be clear. Right now, one of the biggest issues within MAGA is that too many fake people that don't care about MAGA are presenting themselves as MAGA, and they're pushing a lot of anti-MAGA nonsense, and people are running with that. Now, that's not to say there isn't legitimate criticisms within the Trump administration. There are. But when I see people that have huge followings that are calling out things that just simply are not true, I mean, if you don't think that a lot of these libertarians and DeSantis bros they're just lying. That's what's happening. And could Trump be doing things better? Yeah. Is Trump doing a fantastic job? Yes, absolutely. America has fundamentally changed under Donald Trump. In just in a little over a year, fundamentally changed under Donald Trump. There's a ton of good stuff going on, and it could be better, and we will continue to hold him accountable for that. But a lot of these people are just blowing shit out of proportion. It's fucking crazy, some of the stuff that I'm seeing out there. Now, the left plays by a different set of rules. The left does things that, the conservative side, unfortunately, they play by the rules, whereas the left does not play by the rules. The left wants you dead. The left wants you thrown in prison for the rest of your life. They want your family to be held accountable. They want you to be, all of your friends to be held accountable. Whereas the right simply just says, I just want you to follow the law. We just want you to follow the law. That's really it. We'd like for you to follow the law. And so I get it. It's two different rules for sure. Let's see. Joe says, Jeremy, you're brainwashed AF. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. I am 100% brainwashed by, affordable gas, lower immigration, no forever wars, a country that stands on laws and, believes in laws, a country that believes in saying Merry Christmas, a country that thinks that you shouldn't be threatened or harassed because you're a Christian. Yeah, I'm totally brainwashed. So, Joe says forever wars, just wait. Well, why would we wait? Why don't we have the forever wars now, Joe? Why do I need to wait? Trump's been in office for a year. You just wait, Jeremy. Trump's only been in the political world for the last decade and dominated everything, but you just wait. Okay. Good, buddy. You're the one that's been waiting, okay? So, anyway, I appreciate you in the comment section. And just so you know that, here we go. Joe, he's getting mad. He can't type. The emotions have already started. Joe has gotten emotional and he can't even type. Joe, breathe. Take it easy. Okay? Just learn how to type. Don't get so emotional. It'll be okay. Everything's going to be fine, Joe. All right, just calm down, okay? Calm down, okay? Lucy Tax says Harley Dave. Oh, man. J-Rock becomes a new member. Thank you. Appreciate that. MJ says, have a pop and a Coke, or a cookie, I'm sorry. Hail the 199. Thank you. Samurai says, I can't laugh at pawns tonight. We lost the Battle of Minnesota. I don't know if that's the case, but we will talk about that. Gerald Armstrong says that neckbeard Aaron Rupar is probably melting down. Oh, that guy, this guy right here, this guy is a lunatic. An absolute lunatic. Like, this is TDS right here. That is the face of Trump derangement syndrome right there. 100%. So if you that guy's been crying about Trump for longer than I can remember. Dracan says WWE 2K26 is going to focus on Attitude Era and Monday Night Wars. Hail CobraCast and the 199 Snake Pit. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't care what they like. They should focus on the Attitude Era for now. Like not saying like go back in time, but like give us the new Attitude Era with wrestling now. WWE 2K26 looks cool from that perspective. I did see it, but I just want the current product to focus on good stuff. Man, the chat is roasting, old boy. Valkyria Winter, haven't seen you in a long time, becomes a new member. Good to see you here, Valkyria Winter. Lozy Tax. Not says Trump is a vibrant man. Joe, we don't know. Soundwave says emotional tax 199. Hashtag no more beardos. Josie says, remember, Trump basically ended the UN by creating the Board of Peace and appointed himself as the head of the board for life. I love my president. And this is what I'm talking about, man. He does so many cool things. And yeah, there's a couple of issues for sure. Pam Bondi being one of the biggest issues. But I mean, how can you not love this guy? All right. Look at this. Trump. All right. Trump called two women up on stage saying he looked at them and said to himself, they're beautiful, and invited them up.
They're totally unprepared for this, but what the hell, right? Say a few words. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, President Trump. No tax on tips is huge for everyone in the service industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I would just like to say the same thing. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Annie. Good luck. Thank you both. I refuse to say they're beautiful. I refuse. But they're beautiful. Do all people look like that in Iowa? I don't think so. Thank you both. Congratulations, too. Great. That's great. We're not supposed to come up, but I looked at both of them and I said, get up here. We're all
Freaking Trump, dude. Oh, God. All right. We got to talk about this situation with Ilhan Omar. All right. Ilhan Omar. This is a very embarrassing situation. But before we get to that, managed democracy for 50 gifted memberships. Holy crap. 50 gifted memberships. What does 50 gifted memberships mean? What does it mean? 50 gifted memberships means we get a visit from the one and only Anna Paulina Luna. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Managed democracy deserves a big thank you. Okay. My goodness. Like, she is so hot that, like, the gayest person ever could even have to admit she's a smoke show. Like, what's his name? Legal Eagle. Even Legal Eagle would have to admit that she is a smoke show, because she absolutely is. If Legal Eagle has to admit it, you know it's true. You know it's true. Thank you, Managed Democracy, for 50 gifted memberships. Okay, so let's take a look at this Ilhan Omar story, okay? So this is getting traction all over the place right now. Now, I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to watch, okay? We're just going to watch, okay? And then you can make up your mind. Now, we've got a couple of different angles that we're going to go over here, okay? So Ilhan Omar, all right? Let's just watch, and then we will break this down, okay? Here we go.
Abolishment of the agency. ICE cannot be reformed. It cannot be rehabilitated. We must abolish ICE for good. And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment. I don't know.
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing. No, we will continue.
No. Ilhan, you need to go get checked. No,
We will continue. These fucking assholes are not going to get away
you
with
need
it.
to go get checked. No, you don't.
I'm going to keep letting it play.
That's whatever it is smells so bad. She needs to go get checked. I don't know
That's
what that
that's
was.
what they want. Please don't let them know.
It's not about him, Ilhan. Ilhan, it's not about him. It's about your safety. No, he sprayed something on you. You need to go get checked. Yeah, and it smells terrible.
We're going to keep talking. Just give me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. I beg you. Please don't let them have the show. Please don't let them have the show. Here is the reality that people like this ugly man don't understand. We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw at us.
Okay, we have to back this up, okay? We have to back this up. So, like, right here, all right? Right here. Right here, listen. I want you to listen to how the crowd acts, okay?
That's whatever it is smells so bad. She needs to go get checked. I don't know
That's
what that
that's
was.
what they want. Please don't let them know.
It's not about him, Ilhan. Ilhan, it's not about him. It's about your safety. No, he sprayed something on you. You need to go get checked. Yeah, and it smells terrible.
We're going to keep talking. Just give me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to have to call it like I see it. And I'm going to compliment Ilhan Omar. I'm going to compliment her. Because she's clearly, much like me, she's clearly a fan of The Dark Knight. Because that scene was straight out of The Dark Knight. Remember the scene with Harvey Dent? Do you remember the scene with Harvey Dent where the mob guy pulls a gun on Harvey, he disarms him, and then he goes, "I'm not done with my questioning, Your Honor," and everybody claps in the background? They literally recreated this fucking scene right here. Watch.
I see hostile.
Carbon fiber, 28 caliber, made in China. If you want to kill a public servant, Mr. Maroney, I recommend you buy American.
Get him out of here.
But Your Honor, I'm not done.
There it is. They recreated the scene from The Dark Knight. This is as fake as I have ever seen. This is absolute cringe beyond belief is what this is. This is Juicy Smollett. Again, that's what this is. I don't believe this for anything. And do you want to know why? Trump announced yesterday that her finances are being looked at. Yesterday. And then conveniently, this happens right here. And again, they had a camera perfectly on the guy before she went up to the podium. I call staged. Here we go.
And round of applause for Congresswoman Omar's staff who's here. Hi everyone, I'm Hennepin.
They are going, this guy is going to be labeled a MAGA far right wing extremist. I don't believe any of this, dude. I don't believe any of this. What is this right here? This has got to be photoshopped. This has got to be photoshopped. Oh man, nobody's buying this shit, dude. This is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. I just don't see how anybody right here Ilhan Omar is being accused of staging an assassination attempt just one day after the Department of Justice opened an investigation on her. According to people who say they were in the room, the substance involved the foul smell. Yet Omar continued on, presenting herself as bravely unfazed. The fact that she charged this guy is absolutely hilarious. This is absolutely, she charged him. Like, what? Gotta be kidding me, dude. What is this? Kevin O'Leary cuts through all the noise on the Minnesota for one simple question. Hang on.
Simple question. Why is all this happening in Minneapolis? Why? Why has this become the domestic war zone? What is the reason? Is there a specific area that has caused this? Why? Because I think that's really the question. On a bipartisan basis, why is that not a reasonable question?
Let me just ask you.
Why
let me
this
just answer.
place?
Let me offer some possibilities. Minneapolis is a city of fewer than 500,000 people.
Oh my God. What's her name? Abby Phillips. There's nobody I can think of that has a more annoying voice than this chick right here, dude. She is the worst.
The Trump administration decided to send 3,000 federal officers to that one city.
Why did they send
which is more than they have sent anywhere else.
Why?
Chicago of
Why?
3 million, Los Angeles.
But why?
Anywhere. Why? Well, according to Trump, it's because they're going after fraud. But again,
could there be
Minneapolis
fraud, Abby? Maybe.
Minneapolis is not unique.
What
in
about that
having
fraud?
jails
What about
that don't
fraud?
let ICE in, but they
but if
are
you're going to go
unique
after
in
fraud,
having
you send
thousands of
fraud
federal officers on the ground. That is the only
Well,
part
why don't
about
we
this
just
that
talk
is
about
unique.
fraud for a minute?
But it's not fraud, Kevin. Like, that is BS.
What is it?
Again, they taught you about, things like the common denominator in school. Okay. What's the common denominator here? Every other state in the country isn't having these problems with ICE. There's only one, and it's the Democrat-led state within the Democrat-led city that's being accused of fraud.
Saying fraud.
A lot of money missing. A lot of money missing.
Use these unless it's
Taxpayers are asking.
They're sending them. He is targeting Minnesota because he keeps claiming he won it. He has not, and they are already trying to sow
I think
discord.
you're deflecting the issue
I'm not
of the money
because what
that's
we're talking
missing.
about is a congresswoman who got attacked tonight.
You know what I
So
like
you're
about
deflecting.
fraud? It's
So
binary.
let me just answer your question. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar was attacked tonight. That is the actual issue.
What does that have to do with fraud?
Understandably, that's not the topic that we're talking about.
Oh,
You're
I'm talking about fraud right now.
Okay, well, right now you're listening.
No, I'm asking about fraud.
This is their new January 6th right here. This is their new January 6th. They will never stop talking about this moment. It will never happen. They will continue to talk about this for the next 10 years. That's what's going to happen. Just wait, dude. It's going to be crazy. Now, I hate to do this. I really, really do. But I actually have the real footage of tonight. And this is not going to help my narrative, okay? But I have to be honest here on CobraCast 199. I have to be honest about everything. It's not like I can, try to cover up the truth. So the media is not going to show you the true footage. However, I will show you the true footage. And here's the true footage right here.
Some people sprayed something. Some people sprayed something.
Let me remind all of you something, okay? And this is let me see if I can find it. I think that this is going to be right here. Okay. So Let me remind all of you about what happened with Juicy Smollett. Okay, Jesse Smollett. Jesse Smollett was the actor who claimed to be attacked by MAGA right-wing extremists at 2 a.m. in Chicago after he was gone out to get a Subway sandwich. When this happened, Juicy Smollett did tons of interviews. The mainstream media ate it up. Every single major celebrity virtue signaled off of it. And there are tweets that are still up right now. People like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and all of these clowns, these celebrities, LeBron James, and were crying about what happened with Juicy Smollett. They were all talking about how white supremacy has to be stopped. MAGA has to be stopped. It's the worst thing that's ever happened in the history of our country. But none of it was true. What ultimately happened is Juicy Smollett hired these two guys right here to pretend to be MAGA supporters at 2 a.m. in Chicago at a Subway. These two brothers told the story exactly how it played out. And this is one of the greatest videos you will ever see. This is the two brothers, and this is amazing.
They took our beautiful bench. This is where we waited for Jussie to come before we attacked them. So we got here with 10 minutes to spare, and we had to plan our escape route to survey the land. His building is actually right here, right above the stairs that we're going to attack him at. We made sure we got there at 2 a.m. sharp.
On the dot.
On the dot. We had no phones because he did not want us to bring any phones. He said, so we don't lose them. I don't know if that's really the reason, but you can deduce your own reason. So 2 a.m., he was nowhere to be found. He was not there. So we were like, damn, what do? We didn't have no way of contacting him. He had no way of contacting us. So we waited here for about, what, 4 minutes?
It was about 4 minutes, but it felt like forever.
Because it was cold as balls.
These guys are so funny. Just watch. All right. This shit is so funny. All right.
Because it was cold as balls. So I saw him out the corner of my eye, and I was like, okay, that's him. Let's go. We gotta go get this Empire fat. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Is that him?
That's that neck.
It's that neck.
Get that neck.
Oh, he's moving fast. Come on, let's get him.
Get that neck.
Let's get him. As we crossed the street, we said, hey, to get his attention.
Hey, Nick.
Hey. He turned around, looked at us, and that's when we started yelling the famous slurs he wanted us to yell. Hey.
Aren't you that Empire?
Hey, Empire fat Nick. It's MAGA country. Yeah. And then he said, what did you say to me? And then that's when I threw the first punch at him. I held the blow because I didn't want to hurt him, of course. So I made it look real, but I held it. Then we started tussling, moving around, and then I threw him to the ground. He wanted it to look like he fought back. That was very important for him because he said, hey, don't just beat my ass, make it look like I'm fighting back and whatnot. So we did that, and then I threw him to the ground. And after I threw him to the ground, he had no bruise. I wanted it to look more real. So then I threw him to the ground. After I threw him to the ground, I used my knuckle and gave him a noogie. So I went like this. Why did I do that? To give him a scar, to give him a mark, to make it look real, like he really did get his ass beat. After I did that, I fake kicked him. I don't know what he was doing. I wasn't paying attention.
That's where I came around with the bleach, the infamous bleach in the hot sauce bottle, poured it on his shirt. Then I finally put the rope around his face. I did not put it around his neck. I just placed it on his face, and that's when we took off.
I play that to remind everybody that this is more than likely bullshit. This Ilhan Omar story is more than likely bullshit. Obviously, if this were real and this is what they want, They want people to immediately denounce. And that's kind of always our mindset. And I've been guilty of this in the past too, where we are so worried about the narrative that the left is going to build around this that we just immediately go, I denounce this 100%. This is awful. I feel so bad for Ilhan Omar. But that's exactly what they want. That's it. I don't believe this. Gun to my head, I don't believe this is real at all. And it's based upon her reaction. So the guy is sitting in the front row. How did he get in the front row? Why are the cameras on him? Why are they focused on him? And then she felt the need to go after him. What? Hang on. You're a public figure in a very, very hostile political world in Minnesota. You've got a room full of people. A dude that's twice your size gets up, throws something on you, and you feel like you can you go after this guy? This is bullshit, dude. I don't believe it. So here we go right here. Here's the moment again.
I don't know.
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
No, Ilhan, you need to go get checked. No, we will.
We will continue. Ilhan, you need to go get checked. They're all talking loud about how she needs to go get checked and yada, yada, yada. This is all dramatic. This is theatrics. Theatricality and deceptions. Powerful agents to the uninitiated. But we are initiated, aren't we, Snake Pit? Members of the 199.
Continue, these fucking assholes are not going to get away with it.
No, I don't know what. That's whatever it is smells so bad. She needs to go get checked. I don't know what that was.
What they want. Please don't let them know.
It's not about him, Ilhan.
Everybody gather around her. Oh my God, this is so pathetic. This is so pathetic. I hate this so much.
It's not about him. It's about your safety. No, he sprayed something on you. You need to go get checked. Yeah, and it smells terrible.
We're going to keep talking. Just give me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. I beg you. Please don't let them have the show. Please don't let them have the show. Here is the reality that people like this ugly man don't understand. We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw at us.
One day after President Trump announces that you are under investigation, one day, and then suddenly, magically, this happens. Good Lord, man. This is embarrassing. This is beyond embarrassing. Let's see here. I'm trying to see. So Ilhan Omar releases a statement. Let's see. During her town hall, an agitator tried to attack the congresswoman by spraying an unknown substance with a syringe. Security in the Minneapolis Police Department quickly apprehended the individual. He is now in custody. Congresswoman is okay. She continued with her town hall because she doesn't believe in bullies. Oh my goodness. The fact that they put that on the end of the release is fucking ridiculous. Ludicrous for $52, says Jeremy. As a homosexual man, you can understand that only a fig would believe this Ilhan performance. Honestly, what you're going to see though, you're going to see a lot of virtue signaling from Republicans right now. You're going to see a lot. 1,000%. You're going to see a ton of that from Republicans. Watch. Just watch. If there's no way, dude. Like, there's no way that this is real. I can't see how this is real in any way, shape, or form. What is this? Look how Ilhan Omar looks at the guy who sprayed her and gives him a little nod right before he springs into action. Okay, let's watch this. I haven't seen this. Okay.
Must resign or face impeachment. Must resign.
Okay, hang on. Let's slow this down. Okay.
Or face impeachment.
She definitely made eye contact with him. I don't know if that was a nod, but she definitely made eye contact with him.
To resign or face impeachment.
Right there. So like right there, she makes eye contact with him. And he responds immediately.
Must.
Yeah. I mean, if this is the narrative they want to run with, feel free to do it. But it's anybody that has any common sense is going to see right through this. No PhD Coyote says, I'm sorry, the fathers put their members in you, but get out. The hell is that talking about? What is that talking about? Rob says, per the New York Times, the investigation into Ilhan Omar's finances started under the Biden administration. I don't believe that at all. Why did we never hear the Biden administration talking about that? Mainly it's because of the New York Times. So, let's see. He posed no actual threat. He backs away immediately. Well, what's interesting here is look at this shit right here. Okay. I saw this. What is it? History. Let me go to my history really quick. Okay. Look at this right here. Okay. Look at how the mainstream media, put this headline up. Look at that. Watch moment. Ilhan Omar rushed and sprayed. Graphic. Ooh, this sounds bad, everyone. Graphic. Well, what's so graphic about this video? Let's see.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
Oh my God. I can't believe how graphic that was. I am traumatized. Please send super chats. I am traumatized from the graphic nature of the video that we just witnessed. I cannot survive without super chats to console me for the graphic nature in which we just saw. This is the worst moment of my life. I feel like I am AOC on January 6th. They literally tried to kill me just now. That's how bad this is. All I know is whenever Ilhan Omar has anything squirt in her face, she immediately thinks it's her brother. If you know, you know. But that would be the only thing. She probably thought it was her brother. Here's the graphic scene one more time.
Or face impeachment. I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing. No, we will continue.
No. You need to go get checked.
No, we will continue. These fucking assholes are not going to get away with it.
This is so performative, dude. Honestly, Give her the Oscar. That's what she's trying to get the Oscar. And honestly, give her the Oscar. Not that it's a good performance, okay? But like, give her the Oscar. Because that's all this is acting. And it's not good acting, to be clear.
No, you don't know what That's whatever it is smells so bad. She needs to go get checked. I don't know what that was.
She need to go get checked. She need to go get checked, honey. Shit, what you talking about? She need to go get checked. Shit.
It smells so bad. She needs to go get checked. I don't know what that was. That's what they want. Please don't let them know. It's not about him, Ilhan. Ilhan, it's not about him. It's about your safety. No, he sprayed something on you. You need to go get checked. Yeah, and it smells terrible.
We're gonna keep talking. Just give me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. I beg you.
You go, girl. You go, girl.
Have the show. Please don't let them have the show. Here is the reality that people like this ugly man don't understand. We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw at us.
God, it hurts, dude.
Everybody settle down. I'm going to finish my remarks. It is important for me to continue to lead my Democratic colleagues in demanding her resignation. And like I said, if she does not resign, we are going to introduce articles of impeachment. This moment in U.S. history, and particularly in Minnesota, requires all of us to be working together to preserve our democracy.
So let's go to the comment section here. Let's see what the comment section says. All the staged comments are wild. So everybody's calling it staged. Why is sprayed in scare quotes? Let's see. Comment section looks like Russian bot youth rally. So they're mad that people are calling it out. What was graphic? Let's see. I bet the same guy that was that broke into the Leering Center. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I heard the guy yelling MAGA country as they dragged him away. Yeah, nobody's buying this, dude. Nobody's buying this. Yeah, if you were sprayed with an unknown substance, wouldn't you have it checked out? Makes me think this was set up by her crew with her knowledge. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking too. Where's the graphic part? Was it Raid? Juicy Smollett 2.0? This is crazy, man. So again, if you go back to her comment right here, again, this just kind of adds to the theory that this is completely rigged. She continued with her town hall because she doesn't let bullies win. Zwani for 50 says therapy for Jeremy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That helps a lot with the graphic nature of the video that we saw. This helps so much. Isn't she Somali living in Minnesota? She really is creating a brand new type of S-type with the Somali fraud combo. I won't let me say half my chat correctly. I understand. Justin with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hail to you with the gifties in the chat. Olympian Products says Dave Rubin called. He said that he admits that Anna Paulina Luna is a smoke show, but his husband is much better at blowing smoke. I agree with Jay. Mod Lives Matter, Chat Lives Matter, and Happy Jessica. Look at there. big hooses, they would have dragged her away, quarantined at the area, and hazmated her ass fast. Staged. I believe it's staged too. I just don't see any chance of this being legit. The 1A train says, I turned on YouTube to watch the first episode of Starfleet Academy. Turns out it was just Ilhan Omar Town Hall. Honestly, better acting in Starfleet Academy than Ilhan Omar, for sure. And that's not a compliment at all. Saratoga for 20 says, I agree with the attack Sparks questions. For what it's worth, though, a guy threw a shoe at Bush who smiled, and then they kept going through the press conference. To be fair, that was more ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I give you that. But George W. Bush is from Texas. George W. Bush is kind of stupid. And I thought that he played that very well. But I also think that, you know what else I saw from George W. Bush was that moment after 9/11 when George W. And I hate George W. Bush, okay? When George W. Bush walked out in Yankee Stadium to throw the opening pitch, and he threw a perfect strike down the middle, that was one of the coolest moments ever. It was an incredible moment. You could not script it any better than that. For him to walk out there the way he did and throw that opening pitch perfectly, the place went crazy, and patriotism was at an all-time high in that moment. Now, obviously, we know what happened, and we know George W. Bush is a horrible human being and a terrible president, but in that moment right there, it was freaking perfect. Let me see what else people are saying really quickly. So right here, this is going to be the picture that the media runs with right there. Media is going to run with this picture, and he is going to be labeled an angry MAGA right-wing racist. That's what they're going to do. They're going to label this man a MAGA right-wing racist. 100% that's going to happen. I just don't see any way that they don't spin that type of narrative. Look at this. So the narrative has already begun. AOC says it's not a coincidence that days after President Trump and Vice President Vance putting Representative Omar in their crosshairs with slanderous public attacks, she gets assaulted at her own town hall. Thank God she's okay. If they want leaders to take down the temp, they need to look in the mirror. This just makes me believe it's more of a setup now than I did before. This is all part of the script. This is all part of the exact script. This is the victim narrative right here. This is it. This is why it happened. Juicy Smollett 4.0. Exactly, because we've had so many since then. Good Lord. What an embarrassment. Where is this at? There was another clip that I wanted to show really quick. It's of Ilhan Omar. Let me see if I can find it. All right, let me go to my bookmarks because I know I had it earlier. It's just peaceful protesting, though. That's all. Right here. Okay, so this is another, I guess, angle right here. Odd. Ilhan Omar gave a quick glance at the guy right before he stood up. So let's watch this in real time, and then we will slow-mo it.
Resign or face impeachment.
Said right after impeachment of Kristi Noem. Let's slow it down, okay? Right when impeachment happens. Of course, Twitter and its shitty, come on, Twitter, the refresh. Why does Twitter have to fuck up everything? There.
Resign or face impeachment.
Come on.
Resign or face impeachment.
I want to slow it down, Twitter, if you'd quit fucking up. Okay, here we go.
Resign or face.
God, it's almost painful to listen to that shit slow-mo. Okay, we're right here. That does look like a head nod. That literally looks like a head nod. It really does. In slow-mo, it really does. Oh, it really does. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yep. That's wild. So, we'll see. Stuart Hamilton, member, thank you. 10 Head says, I think Joe has losing his mind. He was a little emotional earlier. Poor guy. Feel bad for him. Not really. Not really. Can we stop looking at Ilhan Omar? Yeah. I mean, if you guys want, if you're interested, we could probably, you think that's better? Is that better? Oh, you want Ilhan Omar back? Okay. I'm shocked. Okay. If that's what, okay, no problem. No problem. Sorry. I thought you said you wanted to see Sydney Sweeney, but apparently you want Ilhan Omar. I'm not here to argue with the chat. The chat is always right. I would never argue with the chat. So Dark Red Knight says, at least your brain ain't dirty, just retarded. Coopster says, can we get a Lucy sidekick to 199 character? Mod Eric says, wrestling at Jesus is more real. Jeremy Springer says, she got sprayed with perfume, lol. Defending Truth says, that smell wasn't the liquid. Mo Zamboni says, the Shockmaster had more believable story. That is true. All this horror businesses, people don't realize the left may actually have $1 trillion flush fund to oppose Trump. They've been robbed of the world's taxpayers for decades. Ludicrous. For a proper 199, it says, but she's Somali. They never do anything wrong. Does that mean you guys want this back up on screen? Is that what that means? Because proper 199 gets Sydney Sweeney. My gosh. That's insane right now. Thank you, Ludacris, for another massive super chat. Insane. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Tommy says, the lady saying it smells so bad is just smelling Somali Omar, not the liquid. It's literally water. Haha. Sophie says, if it was real, she was super irresponsible. Don't know what she was sprayed with. Could be a bio thing. Put all the people there in danger. 199. I agree. But she doesn't care about any of the people there. She only cares about herself. A-Train says, am I the only one thinking how irresponsible it is to leave everyone in the room after an unknown substance was just released? Seems like if it were legit, priority number one would be evacuation, which is exactly what Sophie just said. Great minds think alike right there. There you have it. So yeah, I mean, it does put that into perspective as to what type of mindset she has. San Francisco 49er Brian says she already had a towel ready too. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go back and look at that. Not to put you guys through the hell of it, but she already had a towel. She had a towel ready. Okay. Let's see. Thank you for the proper 199. Ludicrous. Here we go.
Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment. I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he's sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
Yeah, they probably had one like underneath the podium there. So I don't know if that's but this just feels very scripted and staged.
No. Ilhan, you need to go get checked. No.
We will continue. These fucking assholes are not gonna get away with it.
You need to go get checked. No, I don't know what. No.
All these idiots clapping. God, this is so fucking cringe, bro. This is incredibly cringe. Unbelievable. What the hell are we doing? All right. Let's see where we're at here. Nullface says, my favorite part is when she got up and pumped her fist in the air and yelled, fight, fight, fight. Literal goosebumps. Honestly, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Netflix is going to remake that moment. Okay? Someone is going to throw something and hit her in the ear. She's going to stand up and her ear will be bleeding and she'll be like, fight, fight, fight. That's what's going to happen. 100%. That's what's going to happen. This moment will be recreated by Netflix. In fact, we also have this, if I could find it. I got to go through my bookmarks really quick here. Let me see where this one was at. There was a really, really funny one. Because, so MSNBC, I think it was MSNBC, has been photoshopping, what's his name? The Alex pretty guy. So they've been photoshopping him. All right. And then people are like, all right, we'll just take it even further. So then it's leading to that. So they're too ashamed for him to show him in his regular form. So it's just going to continue to evolve. And I saw some other ones. This is one of the best ones. All right. This is one of the best ones. I got to find it though. So give me a second. The memes have been glorious. Absolutely glorious. Where is it at? I've got all these gaming bookmarks that I got to pass through before I can get to it. But this was my favorite one with the media doing all of their lies and bullshit. Here. So first, all right. So this is what mainstream media did. MSNBC decided Alex Pretty is too ugly to be a martyr, so they used AI to fix him. This one's funny, but this one's better. You will shut up or I will shut you up. You're in my world now, Grandma. Oh my gosh, dude. It's so freaking funny. And ultimately, this will be his final form. So whenever they do finally stop reporting on him, this will be his final form. Alex Pretty murdered by Trump's goons. You have this one right here. And they just keep getting so much. Holy shit. I haven't seen this one. Alex Prettier. Oh, no. But you can think all of those are funny, but we do have the final form for Alex Pretty. You already know where this is going. We have the final form. Alex Pretty, America's Doctor, a Netflix original. The story of a brilliant young nurse who had all of these wonderful ideas for humanity. He only wanted to protect women and children and immigrants. Until one day, Trump ordered a hit on America's doctor. He could save others, but he couldn't save himself from Trump's murderous regime. There you have it right there. That's what's going to happen. He could save others, but he couldn't save himself from Trump's murderous regime. So fucking bad. It's really like this is the world we're in. And like a lot of you may think like, oh, can't believe you guys are laughing at this. Laughing at the hilarity because this is really going to happen. What was this show on Netflix not too long ago that came out where it was something that happened, I think in the UK or something, where it was a black kid that killed someone and Netflix comes out with a version of it where they made the white kid the killer. Adolescence, is that it? Yeah. So like they literally race swapped it from a fucking black kid to a white kid. It's like, well, hold on just a minute. Interesting how you guys love to race swap all of these white heroes into black actors, but yet the moment you have a black kid create a tragedy, you suddenly race swap it to a fucking white kid. It's insane. So it's like we're memeing on the insanity of this situation. I couldn't believe when I saw that. And it was like #1 on Netflix. It was crazy. So let me see if there's like a story. I don't even know if like I wish we would have had an article on that on geeksandgamers.com. They laughed at Charlie's death. Yes, they did. And Charlie was not a criminal, and he wasn't involved in criminal activity at the time. But that doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter at all. Oh God. This will be CNN by the weekend. Null face, I got that one. Andrew says traumatized tax. Andrew says traumatized tax. Jake Skywalker says juicy Somalia. Two Tires says if it were actually MAGA, we would have got her with piggy red B cells. Her people fear the hog more than anything, just saying trauma tax. Matt Frog says he did not spray her. He did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Look at there. A pog. How do I say it? Burn. But a 200. So you didn't go 199. Okay. A poggy burn. People were like, Jeremy, you're a fake gamer. You don't know what that is. But $200 fucking dollars. 200, not 199, but 200. Do you know what this means? Do you know what this means? Red dress Sydney Sweeney in the house. You like red dress Sydney Sweeney? You like that? Sweeney is America's nurse. You know what? Because of this $200 super chat, you just reminded me of something. Chat's going to like what we're going to do right now because you guys were talking about this on Tuesday's main event, but we didn't get a chance to get around to it. But I think now is a great time to review Sydney Sweeney's new lingerie line that has caused a big uproar all over social media. So are you guys interested? I'm interested. Okay. So let's check this out. Here is Sydney Sweeney with her new lingerie line.
Hey guys, this is very exciting. I have the first ever siren box. Should we open it? Just tear me apart. I think I have that one on. These are my favorite. And I saw Simba. This one also has a little bow tie.
I want to apologize to all the husbands who have wives that you might be having to click off CobraCast or you're getting in trouble. I apologize. Sorry. I feel for you, brothers. Sorry about that.
Because we mean business. And we have one of my favorite pieces. I love a good one piece teddy. The front closure, triangle bralette, and then a thumb. All yours. You guys, this is very exciting.
I want you to understand that the state of the internet is that there are people that say Sydney Sweeney is mid. That's the state of the internet. There are people that say she is mid.
I have the first.
Like what? It's crazy. I don't need to leave these up on screen too much because I feel like YouTube is going to flag me. I don't want to take them down. I don't want to, but my goodness. That's impressive. That's impressive. There you go. So as Sweeney is America's nurse, I think everybody would agree with that. Thank you. $200. Sam says, imagine if my wife wakes up right now. Ronald says, funny how Republicans have to dodge bullets and Dems have to dodge water. That's a very good comment right there. Jeremy Springer says she was sprayed with holy water. Sean Ryder says, wait, she wrote down and read, let me finish once she started her speech again. Rewind after she continues. Hang on a minute. So she wrote down and read, let me finish once she started her speech again. All right, I'll have to review that. Darth McBee says, I think Syringe Guy was the same dude who broke into Leering Center and stole all the documents. Yeah, you remember when that one happened? Man, someone broke into our Leering Center and stole all of the documentation, guys. How did this happen? Jake Skywalker says, they said Butler and Kirk was fake. This is fake. Gordo Stein says her brother has something special in mind when she gets home. The chat says, soft confirmation, ABF just announced on Nerd Wars live stream he may indeed get a pic with Alec Baldwin at MegaCon, pending info, of course. Now that would be awesome. Some guy from Maine says, wait till attacker info released and Anons go wild. Yeah, I will be very interested. So again, this is the guy, this is the image that they're going to use to say that MAGA is running wild. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe. Minnie Galen says, I don't know about the rest of you, but if I touch something that I don't know what it is, I'm washing it off ASAP. This is a real Whitmer's kidnapping plot. Oh, yes. That whole situation was crazy. Piano Dean says, interesting how her first instinct against a potentially deadly weapon was to defend herself, kind of like Ice did against Renee Good. Ooh. Damn. Piano Dean bringing the hammer down. We just got to appreciate that one. That is good right there, sir. Very, very good. The Lego Batman Goon says, Mossad Tax, put in a good word with BB for me. I will. I absolutely will. Dawn B says, can't we find out who the guy was? He was arrested. We should. I mean, let me see if there's any updates. I've been so preoccupied with Sydney Sweeney's tits. Let me see if we can find anything right here. They're gonna have. Oh, here it is. Wait, no, it's not it. These memes are fucking great, dude. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Dude, these are so bad. They're so Why does he look like Nick Rekieta in the first pick? Why does he look like Nick Rekieta? Holy shit. Oh, man. That is amazing right there. This is probably like, I'm going to assume this is AI, but you just don't know. Oh no, dude. Good Lord. The internet. All right. Are you ready for this? Are you guys ready? Here we go. One more time. Oh my goodness, man. Holy shit. The internet doesn't give a fuck. That's just the truth of the matter. Oh no. They made him Dr. McDreamy. This is who he's gonna be. What was the name of this show? I didn't watch it, but what was the name of this show? Somebody will say it. It was a hugely popular show. ER? Was it ER? No, not ER. Grey's Anatomy. That's it. Grey's Anatomy. That is hilarious. So this will be CNN tomorrow. They're gonna be like, Alex Pretty. This is his photo. This is who he is. They will erase every single thing about him. So, there was actually one right here. This is funny. Find it. Autism Capital, I believe, had it. Alex Prettier. Yes. Is this it? That one. So right here. So this is basically a commentary on how the world works. And somebody, I can't find the one, but somebody took the Alex Pretty original picture and they put it on the fat dude, and then they put the Chad Alex Pretty picture on the top dude right here. But know the work rules. Appropriate. When you are a stunningly handsome man, this could be us. Oh, you're so sweet. But if you're a fat retard and you do the same thing, hello, human resources, I'm being attacked. And so someone took the Alex Pretty images and did that. And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing right here. So again, know the rules, okay? These are the rules right here, okay? So now that you understand, everything's okay. It's only sexual harassment if they don't find you attractive. Simple as that, okay, guys? So, all right, I'm trying to see if we have any updates. Those are the rules. Oh, man, Timmy Walls. What's going on with that picture right there, buddy? That looks a little aggressive if you ask me. I mean, I'm no expert on salutes like that, but this seems pretty aggressive if you ask me. I want to see what the mainstream is saying about this. So do we have like a... I got to see how the mainstream is framing this Ilhan Omar situation. Nothing. Oh, here we go. So They're not. So no commentary. So they're doing no commentary on it. Man charges at Ilhan Omar at town hall, sprays her with substance. So, but there's no commentary. I would have loved to have heard the commentary. John freaking Murdoch for 50 says, you said no CobraCast on Tuesday night's main event. Should have known better. Here you are anyway. Happy Jessica. I said maybe, but probably not. But then the more I looked into the Ilhan Omar story, I'm like, I have to go live and talk about this. This is bullshit. Like, I have to talk about this. So that's what motivated it, is the lie. At least what I believe is a lie. Okay, here we go. Here's Terrence Williams. Here we go. Let's hear what Terrence Williams has to say.
And this was staged. I don't care what nobody say. Watch. Must resign. Wait for it. Or face impeachment. Lights, camera, action. I don't know. I don't know. Because you set it up. You know what it was. It wasn't nothing. I need a napkin to know nothing. I need a napkin to know. No, we will continue. We will continue. We will continue this. You gonna continue. So you're not gonna run to the bathroom and wash it off. Somebody just sprayed something on you. A crazy person sprayed you with something mysterious, and you just gonna continue to talk? You got to be crazy. Y'all, this is staged. It was set up. I'm sorry. If somebody, if you sprayed, I don't care if I know you. If you randomly spray me with something, I'm running to the bathroom. So I'm washing my eyes out. Okay? I'm calling the poison control center. I'm not just gonna continue about my day like nothing happened after some random person sprayed me with something, some crazy person at that.
And then as people in my chat earlier said, but she's also putting everyone else in that room potentially in danger if this is in fact a real attack, which it's not. If you have an unknown substance thrown at you by an unhinged man that needed to be tackled by security, and he was already showing signs of being, or after the fact, showing signs of being unhinged, at that moment in time, for not only your safety, but the safety of every single person there, you are an elected official, loosely call that, but you're an elected official. Your duty is to make sure that every single person in that situation is safe and accounted for. And at that point in time, you shut it down. They forgot the optics part, 1,000%.
Y'all, I might have been born, but I wasn't born yesterday. I wasn't born last night. I'm not boo-boo the foo-foo. Nobody, literally no one in this world would just allow some crazy person to spray something on to spray them with something, and then they don't wash their face, they don't wash off their skin, they just continue about their day like nothing happened. Seriously? A normal person would have ran to the bathroom. Why didn't they take her to the hospital? She is a congresswoman. Why wouldn't they take her to the hospital? It could have been poisonous. Why? You know why they didn't take her? Because they knew what it was. It wasn't nothing but some damn water, some faucet water. That's all it was. Okay? Because if it was anything else, if it was not set up or staged, they would have rushed her to the hospital. That is the right thing to do. And
Big time. And listen, don't forget, 4 weeks ago, a Somali daycare in Minnesota got robbed with enrollment data missing. Still no suspects.
Yesterday morning, I was called by the owner because unfortunately someone came in to our daycare. We looked and saw what happened, and we saw that the suspect came in from the back, broke in from the back kitchen, and he also destroyed the wall to come in. As we walked around the daycare, we saw that our office doors was broken into as well. We saw that, unfortunately, there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone. There were also checkbooks.
Dude's wearing $7,500 glasses. I saw a lot of reports that these glasses are very expensive. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
That were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book. This is devastating news.
Who steals daycare documentation? Exactly. Who steals daycare documentation? What a fucking retarded fucking thing. This is so stupid.
And we don't know why this is targeting our yesterday.
What an absolute disaster. Red Mace is working right now. Thanks for the brief Sydney Sweeney distraction. You, sir, are welcome. A-Train says, this is the first gathering of hers that has a fair amount of white people. Normally, it's all Somali. Everything about this is manufactured. Agreed. Ludacris for 20 says, this is a man of intelligence. You can tell from his glasses. Lear the Grift. Thank you. Ludacris. Dropping bombs. Thank you. Redline becomes a new member. Thank you. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot says, on her head tax. Lying Dog Face says, remake with Somali flags in the background. Josh says, let's see. I don't even know how to say it. What's his name? Charged with only third-degree assault. Easy to pay someone pull for less than a nickel in prison. Whatever that name is. Summers says it's bananas and rice plus my business records were stolen. P.S. I'm a lady and I know you're cute but mostly smart. I'm a fan of yours for years. Hold on just a minute. Hold on. It's bananas and rice plus my business records were stolen. P.S. I'm a lady and know you're cute but mostly smart and I'm a fan of yours for years. Woman compliments you as a man. These things go like there is nothing with a longer shelf life than a woman that's not your mother complimenting you. Guys know this, okay? Women every day get compliments to the point where they just roll their eyes and scoff at you. A man gets a compliment from a woman that's not his mother. He will remember this for a minimum of 10 years. Minimum 10 years. Okay? That's how it goes. Thank you so much. Now I've got confidence for at least 10 more years. So whenever you're in that moment and you're like, man, I don't know if I can live up to the expectations, you're like, you remember 8.5 years ago at 3:32 p.m., you were at the local grocery store and that cashier says, you look really handsome today. Fuck yeah, I can do this. Fuck yeah, I can do it. It minimum 10 years. That's how men have to operate. Women, they're like, stop complimenting me. I have already gotten 450 compliments today. Please leave me alone. Men were like, we'll hold on to that shit for the rest of our life because we don't get that. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, Philip John says, late stream tax. I can't fix Omar. No one can, but she is hotter than Sydney Sweeney by a lot. Wait, what? What are you talking about? No. Sydney is hotter than Johansson ever was. ScarJo? Yeah, I would take Sydney Sweeney over Scarlett Johansson. But it's not, it's not that, I'm not going to say no to either. You know what I mean? So Shorty Short has been watching for, how long have you been watching now? You kind of take breaks here and there, but like how long have you been watching now? You've been here at least since the Last Jedi days, if I'm not mistaken. Jeremy, some I could say mid, Sydney's not that. That's very true. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Still in this world, but I'm saying like I'm trying to look for an update. Let's see. Josh says, is Omar's attacker's name charged with third-degree assault only? Oh, that's the attacker's name? Really? Hang on. I got to see if I can find this now. All right. I something's going on my I'm getting way too many I'm getting a lot of distracting stuff on. I'm getting distracting images on my Twitter feed right now. So I'm trying to focus. Wait a minute. What is this? CNN interviews Stella Carlson, a witness of the death of Alex Pretty. I have not heard this. I'm going to look this up, Josh. So give me a minute.
You know, when we walk around with the whistles around our neck, it's not that we have, like, we know.
Well, we already know where this person stands. Walking around with the whistle around your neck, being a fucking retard. Anyway, let's continue.
We can't do much. But what we do know is that we can let our community at large know when we're walking around, like, I see you. And if you're stuck in your apartment, I want you to see me. I'm another person walking around who is here to protect you as best I can with my whistle and my phone, which really feels not great.
And yet, you stood there with a phone and you documented this. You didn't run away.
I am not one to run when I'm afraid. I just, no way was I going to leave Alex by himself, undocumented. Like, that wasn't an option. I mean, obviously somebody was just executed in the street. I knew I was in danger. We all were, but I wasn't going to leave if we weren't all cleared out. And if it wasn't for the collective actions over the past 3 weeks, I don't know if I would have been able to stay that long. But I knew that this was a moment and we all have to be brave and we all have to take risks and we're all going to be given moments to make that decision. And I guess in my default mind of crisis there, that's where mine fell. And I'm grateful to myself and I'm grateful to anybody who was supportive to me after to make sure I could get to safety and get that video uploaded to the right people.
Interesting how you left this story out right here. Let's listen in. CNN reported this, by the way. Interesting story that we're not hearing a lot of discussion about.
CNN is learning that Alex Pretty had a physical encounter with federal agents about a week before he was shot and killed by.
Wow. He had a physical encounter with federal agents a week before he got into another altercation. Well, seems like we found a pattern of behavior. One more time.
CNN is learning that Alex Pretty had a physical encounter with federal agents about a week before he was shot and killed by law enforcement. Sources tell CNN that Pretty broke a rib when a group of federal officers tackled him while he was protesting. Priscilla Alvarez is breaking that story for us. What else are you hearing, Priscilla?
Dana, we're learning more details along with my colleague Jeff Winter about what exactly transpired a week before Alex Pretty was shot in Minneapolis and died this past weekend. Now, in this earlier incident, he stopped his car after observing ICE agents chasing what he described as a family on foot and began shouting and blowing his whistle.
So this dude now has multiple times put himself in the middle of a situation with law enforcement. And we're supposed to feel sorry for him. I saw someone says, not the good doctor, not the good doctor.
Pretty later told one of these sources that 5 agents tackled him and one leaned on his back, appearing to leave him with a broken rib. According to this source, and I'm quoting here, that source said, quote, that day he thought he was going to die. Now, Pretty was later given medication that is consistent with treating a broken rib, according to records reviewed by CNN. Sources also say that he was known to federal law enforcement, though it's unclear whether it was this incident or another with federal agents that they knew of him. It's also unclear whether the officers who tackled him on Saturday knew who he was. What we do know, however, is that federal immigration officers have been collecting personal information of protesters and agitators.
I don't know who just said it. Somebody in the chat, and I apologize for not giving you credit, but as soon as you said it, I immediately had to pull the picture up so that the chat could see how brilliant your comment was. But when his picture was up, someone said Don Flamingo. This is Don Flamingo from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I didn't see it. I can't believe I didn't see it before. Oh, man. Oh, that's great. Good old Don. Jeez. Yeah, I know it's Flamenco. I always called him Flamingo as a kid. It's Don Flamenco, but I always called him Don Flamingo as a kid because I didn't know any better, and I just always stuck with it. But holy shit, dude. That is on point right there. That is fan-freaking-tastic. Well done. A new meme is born. Okay, so back to right here. Josh's super chat. Here we go. Breaking: the man who sprayed Ilhan Omar with some sort of liquid has been identified as her brother. As Anthony, whatever, per Minneapolis PD. So he sprayed her in the face with some sort of liquid. And again, I thought that might be your brother based on, history. But so this is him right here. That's his name. I'm sure the internet's doing what the internet does right now.
And round of applause for Congresswoman Omar's staff who's here. So hi, everyone. I'm Hennepin County.
So there he is. I just don't buy this, dude. Just don't buy it at all. So there's that. I didn't even know that they had already named him. Mad About Hatter says, hail the Snake Pit and the 199. All this hard business is hell yeah, man. I just got off work and I needed a stream to listen to while racing around in Gran Turismo 7, driving a new Nissan Z right now. Hell yeah, brother. That's what's up. Bill Herb says, Ilhan had cooked up her 70 IQ master plan. He acted in Almost Perfect as an adult video. So based. Alex Arrowcave says, been 7 years this week that I found G&G Meta PC 199. 7 years, brother. Holy crap. That's impressive. 7 freaking years. That's awesome, man. Okay, let's see where we're at. Philip Johnson says, Pretty died as he lived, stupidly. FAFO. I don't disagree. Let's see. Mod Eric says, talking about Summer, he says, lies. Jeremy is dumb and ugly. Ludacris says, pretty smart move. Nas says, don't be dissing our man Flamenco like that. Yeah, that is kind of disrespectful to him, isn't it? But let's see. There's one more update I wanted to give you before we get out of here. Give me just a second. I got to find it. Okay, right here. Here we go. Hang on. The man accused of spraying Ilhan Omar with an unknown liquid. He does not appear to have ever been charged with a violent crime in Minnesota. He was convicted twice of driving under the influence of alcohol. Filings from 2017 divorce case indicate he was unemployed. He was receiving disability insurance payments. What does he sound like to you? Doesn't sound like a Republican, I'll tell you that much. Doesn't sound like a Republican. I remember a live Geeks and Gamers where Jeremy jumped in his pool. I remember that too. So, yeah, sounds like a Democrat to me. Sounds just like a Democrat. So, guess we'll see. Got that one. There are so many pictures. It's hard to tell what's real right now. There's so much shit being there's so much shit on Twitter right now that it's hard to process all of this information that I'm seeing right now. My feed is full of my feed is full of Sydney Sweeney's tits, Ilhan Omar memes, Alex Pretty memes, Breaking Bad memes. Breaking Bad memes are the greatest fucking memes ever, by the way. And it's because I keep liking them and bookmarking them. So my feed is Sydney's tits, Breaking Bad memes, Ilhan Omar memes, Trump memes, and Trump news. Like, that's pretty much what my fucking feed is right now. And so I'm scrolling as I'm trying to find information to talk to you guys. And then all of a sudden, I'm just scrolling and there's Sydney Sweeney's tits. And I'm like, damn. Oh, yeah, I'm on a live stream. Camera's been on the whole time, eh? So I have to kind of focus. Right here. Nandor says, did you see what Phil CM Punk said on Hot Ones about Mount Rushmore? Chat lives matter, my lives matter. Hell, Unit 199. I saw him and AJ were doing something with Hot Ones. I don't know what this, I would assume that CM Punk has Bret Hart on his Mount Rushmore, probably Stone Cold. And after that, I don't know, but probably Eddie Guerrero. And this is what I think he is saying. Just tag me. Yeah, tag me in it. Tag me in it. He doesn't have Hogan in it. I know that because he hates Hulk Hogan. Oh, it's not that type of Mount Rushmore? Oh, okay. Okay. Not that type. Okay. Well, then I'll have... Oh, he went woke with it? Of course he did, because Phil Brooks is a left-wing piece of shit. That's what he is. That's who he is. He's a horrible person. I can't stand him. I love him as a wrestler. I hate him as a person. Philip Johnson says, I got that one. The 1A Train becomes a new member. Thank you. Grandest of Potato says 100% staged. Doug Dig says, I wonder how Chris Cornell would characterize the outshined lyrics now. I'm looking California, but feeling Minnesota. Oh, yeah. Hail the 199. Outshined is one of my favorite songs. I love that song so much. Used to play it. It was on the rotation for Road Rash, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Great song, though. Steve Kerr gave woke comments too. Yeah, Steve Kerr's another one. He's a terrible human being. So, what is this? Wait, Iowa man in Target parking lot defends ICE to MSNBC. Okay.
You make of what's happening in Minnesota?
Just let them be there and do their job. Period. Leave ICE alone. Getting in front of people's faces and doing this to ICE is total horse hockey, in my opinion. Donald Trump is doing what the people elected him to do. Get rid of the illegal immigration. That's it.
Let's go! Based mother effer right there. And do you know what the left is going to do? Unfortunately, sadly, the left is going to go after this poor individual now. That's what they do. That's what they do. Their goal is to set an example to go, you get out of line and you break the narrative, we destroy you. That's it. Simple as that. Sad, but true. Yeah, he's an angry white man, an angry old white man. That's how they'll look at it. Did Candace Owens make a tweet today about the snow being fake or something like that? I got to go back to what Danky sent me. Okay. Let's see. All right. Good God. All right. Candace Owens says, back online after the internet blackout. I grew up in Connecticut and have never and have truly never seen an ice like this ever. The temperature is 30 degrees, but our ice is on our treetops. It's not melting at all. Never seen anything like this. Anybody else? Jesus. I will take a video to show you guys what I mean, but it's almost like dry ice. It's taking our absurd, let's see, and it's taking out an absurd amount of trees. Again, 30 degrees, and none of the ice is dripping from the trees. She's been community noted multiple times now. You got a meteorologist here. Dude, she's getting crushed. Oh, it must be the magic Jew ice, Candace Owens, who still doesn't know the freezing temperature of water. It's the Jew ice. Not to be that guy, but the melting point of ice is 32 degrees. Hi there, Candace. Meteorologist here. Not that my credentials are important because this is basic third grade science, but water freezes at 32 degrees. Good Lord. Oh, man. Like, at this point, I don't know if she's trolling or not, but this is next level shit right here, dude. Holy crap. Polish Prince says, breaking news, AOC claims she nearly died twice over during Jesse Ilhan Omar attack. Then someone yelled, "This is Somali country," while wearing Quality Leering Center hat and hoodie. Boom. There it is right there. That'll be the official statement from Candace Owens. I mean, I'm sorry, from AOC, Candace. It doesn't matter. They're both the same nut job at this point in time. But in this moment right here, as we close out the show, I want to be serious for a minute. We lost a really, really, powerful individual. Alex Pretty was a person that he only wanted to protect others. He only wanted to involve himself in the goings on with law enforcement. He just felt that he should involve himself in every law enforcement matter. And, the media is doing a great job of, honoring him. And I just want to say, just condolences to Alex Pretty and his family and his friends and his coworkers and his fellow insurrectionists and everyone involved. You would think he was a Hollywood star. You would think, like, look at the guy. Like, you would think this guy's a Hollywood star. You would think he would be starring in hit television shows. You would think he would be in Disney movies. You would think that he was a megastar, but he said, no, I am not going to be a megastar. I am going to be a nurse, and I am going to fight for the rights of Somalis everywhere. You got to respect that, man. You got to respect that. So, just saying. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. John Wayne says, Bill O'Reilly uncovered all of the commie insurrectionists that are being funded by Neville Roy Sigum, who works for the Beijing government in China. So you guys mentioned some stuff with Bill O'Reilly. So I do have a lot bookmarked with Bill O'Reilly that I'm going to try to cover tomorrow because Bill O'Reilly apparently went ham big time. And so I like Bill O'Reilly. I've watched Bill O'Reilly for a long time. I went like several years, not that I was shocked that Bill O'Reilly was still alive. No disrespect to Bill, because I watched the O'Reilly Factor a lot back in the day. And then obviously he got fired and I thought he was dead. So Laughing Man says it's tomorrow already, Jeremy. You are correct. But I do have a lot bookmarked on that. And so we'll check it out. He snapped though. He did. I'll have to check it out. We'll do it live. Fuck it. The Lego Batman Goon says Candace genuinely might be the greatest troll of all time. She is up there. She is up there for sure. 8 o'clock says, Jeremy, did you see Kino call you professor level YouTube intellectual that do not watch Tuesday night's main event? They do not watch Tuesday night's main event. I did. Kino Casino's reaction to me, reacting to them, it's some of the best internet you will ever see. I don't want to, like, I might spend a minute here. Let me pull this shit up. Hang on. I'm not going to go over the whole thing because, again, as I said, I'm done with the beef with Quartering. I'm not here to fight with Quartering. And look, me and him talked. It's fine. Whatever. I will say we talked probably before he saw the video of me. So I don't know how he feels about it now, but whatever. But over here on Kino Casino Clips, Quartering felted by D-Day Cobra. Their reaction to me is so good. Let me see if I can find. Hang on. Here we go. Hang on. The revenue actually went up. So yeah, I think I'm killing it. Quartering. I think I'm killing it. But we can continue to build your narrative that my channel's dying.
This is like an A-log style segment on your own friends.
Well, he's just trying to deflect responsibility from himself into broader trends. Not everybody's as sensitive and paper thin skinned as Jer, so they probably don't give a fuck at all. You know.
Oh, I'm petty as fuck. So.
Let's go! I sort of got. Let's go!
I love this guy.
What a king, buddy! Oh, I'm petty as. Let's roast ham planet. Let's fry up this piggy.
You don't know me, Ash. I'm petty.
But typically, I don't respond to this shit. But like, I like the quartering. I got no beef from the quartering. But so I didn't. I found out about this last night, and I'm like, why the is he bringing me into his channel issues? Why is he saying my channel's dead? Quartering, the reason I'm able to do what I do is because my channel has been so fucking successful. Like, that's why. This isn't complicated.
And like that's a great.
He's got like a basically the guy. That's
Your chat's flying.
Here we go.
I gotta just pop out chat. Like, look at this response just for the YouTube people. Look at
everyone's just dying laughing. Don't fucking share. Pack it up, Jer. Suffer, Jer. Oh
like,
no, Jer.
Chat's flying, dude.
Does it have to do with me? Why are you pretending you understand my? So you guys can go watch that on Kino Casino Clips if you want to. It's fucking hilarious. I love watching those guys. And I thought like in the beginning, because there was a part where I said, "Oh, why am I on Kino Casino?" And then PPP was like, "Yeah," he was like, "What the fuck am I doing on their channel? I don't want anything to do with this shit." And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, if I'm getting roasted on Kino Casino, I don't want that smoke. But yeah, great shit right there, man. So love it. And appreciate those guys. And thank you to everybody who told me about that shit, because I had no idea what was going on. Lego Batman says, "Here's to Alex." Defending Truth says, "You hear the leaked audio Candace dropped of Erica?" I heard some the other day. I don't know if there's a new one, but I did hear some. Redline says, "Not that I cared that much, but today is my 57th birthday. Same age as Gary." Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope it's a good one, brother. Hail to you. Summer says, "Thanks, Jeremy. Cute and smart." Fucking go. Darth Gavel says, "Dead channel tax." The chat says, "RIP Jeremy's channel. Been a good run. Been a good run." Yeah, I mean, honestly, and it's so weird because if you do go to like Social Blade, I haven't looked at this, but let's see. Social Blade. Okay, Geeks and Gamers. So if you go, look what's happening. Let me see. So essentially, the thing that Quartering pulled up was the views drop. And again, my point was like right here. Like, I just really stopped making videos. So we went from 3.8 million down to lower than 1 million. And now you'll start seeing that line start going up slowly. It'll take a little time to get everything turned around, but you'll start seeing that line go back up because I'm making videos again. That's exactly how it goes. It has nothing to do with like channels being dead or whatever. If the culture war stuff was dead, why does Gary have like 1 million fucking views on his Star Trek Starfleet Academy video? Why does Asmongold exist? You know, why does Hypnotic have 100,000 subscribers? Why does Smash JT have 100,000 subscribers? You know, why does, Az keep crushing it? Why is Ryan and Josiah still crushing it? It's just dumb that a statement like that was made. But it is what it is. I'm just going to lean into it and have fun with it. And at the end of the day, I'll make more money and we'll get more subscribers now. I just need a little motivation. It's kind of like the Michael Jordan mentality. Michael Jordan talked about, and I'm not comparing myself to Michael Jordan. I'm a fucking retard on the internet, but you try to find anything to motivate you. And if I'm not making videos for over a year, if I find a reason to motivate myself to do it, quartering saying my channel's dead is a great reason to do that. Bill says, apparently calling out Alex Pretty decision making for choosing to interfere with law enforcement while having a gun as a stupid decision is bootlicking. How have these people survived this long? This is true. You are correct, Bill Herb. I don't know how they get from point A to point B. Let's see. The chat says, all right, I got that one. Yeah, RIP to my channel. All right, guys. So another one in the books. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And we'll be back tomorrow to cover all of this craziness once again. So I hope you guys have a good night. I really appreciate it. I guess we'll have another acting performance from. I expect Ilhan, Omar, and AOC to do press conferences to talk about this. I expect them to blow this way out of proportion. This is their new January 6th. It will happen. I guarantee you that. Marmillin says, Brandon Donut had the best take on the Pretty situation. With this statement alone, if you conceal carry and you start getting into a fight or trouble, now you're making that fight a deadly encounter. And those would be the guys I would listen to on this, because they obviously are very, very knowledgeable and stuff like this. But that's it. Like, the responsibility of being a gun owner and a person that is conceal carrying, once you make the decision to conceal carry, you take on a responsibility to keep yourself out of trouble. That doesn't mean trouble can't find you. But if you instigate the trouble when you are carrying a loaded fucking weapon, then don't get mad when shit goes sideways. You take that responsibility on the moment that you carry. You have a responsibility. You are supposed to be the one that says, I'm taking, because it's for self-defense. The point is to have it for self-defense. No one's against that. No one has a problem with someone carrying, well, I say no one that's not retarded has a problem with you carrying for self-defense. Everybody should carry for self-defense. Every single person should. I encourage that. I co-sign that 1,000%. But when you make that decision to carry a weapon, you have to be ultra responsible with your actions. If you make the decision to then physically involve yourself in a law enforcement situation where they are talking to an illegal immigrant who has a record, and you are physically involving yourself, and you now you ended up dead because they found a gun on you and shit went sideways, I have no sympathy for you at all. Zero at that point in time. So, but that is a great point that they made, and that's the overall point right there. Nobody has a problem with this. No one has a problem with someone carrying. A lot of people have a problem with someone that's carrying and involving themselves in a law enforcement situation that has nothing to do with them. That's it. Let's see. Normies like Jeremy learning about false flags. What are you talking about, Derek? What are you talking about, Derek? I know you hate me, but what are you talking about? Come on, Derek. Come on, we ain't got all night. I'm trying to end the show. Come on, hurry up. Derek, hurry up. Why are you mad at me now? Come on, we want to entertain the chat. Come on, let's do it. What are you mad at me about now? What's the false flag here now? Come on. Hurry up, Derek. Derek, type faster. We don't have all night. Hurry up, tax for Derek. Proud of you. That's not a fucking response. That's not a response, Derek. Come on, man. I expected more. You see, you got called out. You had your moment. You had your moment. Okay. The Omar false flag. What are you talking about, Derek? Derek, we've been calling Juicy Smollett out for years. What are you talking about? We've been calling out the left for making shit up for years. Now you act like I'm finally calling it out? What about J6 and how AOC pretended she was getting murdered? She made all this shit up. Derek, we expected better from you. Derek says, once your eyes are open, you'll see many, many more. Derek, I expected a lot more from you. Like, I am disappointed. I thought you were going to give me a lot more to roast, and you basically fucked this whole thing up. That's on you. Let's see. Carnal says, breaking reports have discovered that the liquid in the syringe was, in fact, banana rice water. The chat says, bloody Derek tax. Good night, everyone. Dinus for 5 says, had a customer today who calls himself conservative. He thinks ICE is tyrannical and ignoring the law. That the protesters have a right to resist. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe that he's a conservative at all. And so he's probably trolling or lying. That would be my theory on it. John freaking Murdoch says, I'm proud of how you growed up. That sounds like Alabama talk. That sounds like Alabama talk. I'm proud of how you growed up, boy. Bubba Doom says, proud of you, Tax. Thank you, Bubba Doom. Appreciate that. Only Juicy. I missed the long hair, Jer. No, you don't. Nobody misses the long hair. No one. It had to go. He's probably a Dave Smith reporter or a supporter. I agree. More like Louisiana. I don't know, man. I got some, like, my family in Alabama are some redneck mofos. All right. Like, big time. Trust me. There's some of my family. I don't want them to see Tuesday night's main event. Not because the language, not because of the jokes, not because of the super chats, because of the percentage of the panel that would probably very much disappoint my family in Alabama. They would see a certain percentage of the panel and they'd be like, what the hell happened to Jeremy? What the hell is this shit? So, that's, yeah. Derek says, got a nice cult going on here. Fuck yeah, we do. What are you talking about? Now you got to send a cult tax. Cult tax. Bubba Doom, I got that one. John freaking Murdoch says, it's Idahoan talk. Good old Idaho. I've only been through there that one time when I was driving. The chat says, pride is a sin tax, but proud of you, Tax. All right, we got to end it there. I'm dragging this out way too much. Jim says, in America, you have the right to be bummed left hard. Thank you, Jim. We're ending it there. No more. All right, we're going to end it there. Thank you. Jessica is very angry at me, and she wants this to be done. All right, so we have to end it. All right, thank you guys again. I hope you have a good night. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. There's going to be a lot more to talk about. So have a good evening. Check out geeksandgamers.com. The crew is doing a great job over there. And I will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone. Defending Truth says, can't get my super chat read. What did you send? Defending Truth, what did you send? I read your super chat, Defending Truth. Didn't I? Hang on. I saw Defending Truth call me out. I'm trying to see if I can find it. We're going to go through. You better not be fucking trolling me, by the way. You better not be fucking with me. All right. The Candace Erica drop. Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, I fucking read that one, Defending Truth. You said you hear the leaked audio that Candace dropped on Erica. I said, yes. Is there another one? I don't know if you were trolling me, but I did read it. Anyway, all right. You guys have a good night. June's Melody says, Jeremy didn't read my super chat either. Just kidding. Can't win around here. Can't win. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good night. And we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.